Okay, question 28 requires you to keep straight quite a few concepts about exponents. So I've made kind of a cheat sheet over here. Some number to the negative first power is equivalent to saying 1 divided by that number. To the negative second power is like 1 divided by that number squared. Okay, so to the negative third would be 1 over that number cubed, so on and so forth. If you have a fractional exponent, that's synonymous to a different order root. So 1/2 would be the square root. 1/3 is the cube root. 1/4 is the fourth root. So if we want to combine a few of these things, we have a negative number and we have a fraction. And we have a number on top of that fraction. So for example, like we don't have a 1 here. So if we were going to say we're going to combine these two, 1/3 and -2, we're going to multiply those things to get -2/3. When we multiply these exponents, we end up just kind of combining them like this. So we get the cubed root of 1 over 8 squared. So let me write that. Oops. There we go, sorry. So if we're dealing with 8 to the -2/3, that's the same as the cubed root from the 1/3 part. The equivalent to 1 over 8 from the negative part, and then the squared comes from that too. So there's kind of three different things in there. The negative sign, which gives us this fraction, the 2, which gives us the squared, and the 3 on the bottom of the fraction, which gives us the order of the radical. Okay, so now we want to say, what is this answer? Well, the cubed root of 1 over 64 is going to be the number that times itself 3 times, gives us 1 over 64. So our cube root would be 1/4. Okay, our second question asks us to find something a little bit different. Asks us to find the value we get when we do 1 over 125 and we raise that to the 2/3 power. Okay, so keep in mind that the bottom of that fraction means that we're really looking for the cube root of 1 over 125 squared. Okay, so we can do this in any order we want. So we don't need to square it first. We should be able to find the cube root first. So the cube root of 1 over 125 would be 1 over 5. And then that will be squared. So we will end up with 1 over 25 for our final answer. Okay, the reason I say it doesn't matter which order we do the 3 and the 2 is because when you think of 2/3, it doesn't matter if you think of so if you're multiplying a number by 2/3, for example, you could divide by 3 and then multiply by 2, or you could multiply by 2 and then divide by 3. Those two parts of the fractions are responsible for the exponent and the index of the radical. So those two operations happen in any order you'd like. So I choose the order that lets me do this in my head.